I hope you are all well wherever you guys are watching this. On today's video, we are going to be installing a U-part wig. It was my first time doing this, and let me tell you guys, it was a learning curve, but it's okay because that's why I'm here. I struggled so that you do not have to struggle. The wig that we're going to be using today is by Divaswigs, and I did get a couple of freebies alongside this leaflet that has all my hair details in case you are interested. Of course, the hair that I got is in the straight Yaki texture, and this basically just means that it resembles type 4 hair when it is blown out. So as you can see, it doesn't look too silky and smooth. It's a bit more coarse, which is nice if you're going for a more natural look. This is how the wig is constructed on the inside. As you can see, it has some lace at the front as well as wig combs all around the wig, which is important because sis hatutaki haibu, you just want your wig to stay secured. The first thing that I did was cut off the bands that were on the U part section of the wig because I just didn't think they were necessary, so I chopped them off. But one thing that you want to do is move the combs that are at the front of the U part section. This was my second time attempting to install this wig. So from the first time, I learned that you want your combs to be a bit more forward. That way you don't have to sew the wig onto your head so that it can lay flat. That's the first thing that I did. I took those combs out on each side because there's two of them, and then I just moved it extremely to the front section. That way when I clip it onto my wig lines, it can lay perfectly flat over there at the front and I won't need to sew anything. Let me tell you guys, I was struggling with everything on this day. As you can see, hata kushona nilikuwa nashindwa but then eventually we definitely did get it, so we thank the Lord. So as you can see, I did get it. This is how it came out. Both clips attached to the front of the wig. Now next up is the install, and for this I definitely knew that I needed help, so I called my girl Anita. This is Anita from Hair by Makanya. I will have her linked down below in the description box in case you're interested in her services. She's really painless when it comes to braiding, and she knows that I have a very tender head, so she's usually gentle with me, and that's why I love using her all the time. So this is how we parted the hair. I did not want a center part, I'm a millennial. Even if we're the ones who closed that millennials chapter, I like our millennial side part. So I knew that a lot of the leave out that we were going to have was going to be out the side of my hair, and I also wanted a leave out around the perimeter of my head, just because I thought that it would make the install look way more natural, and also if I wanted to push the hair back a bit, it would also be an option. So then now all that was left to do is braid the majority of the hair that was going to be tucked away inside. So this would be a nice protective style in case you are looking for a protective style as well, half protective style for the half that will be braided in. I wish I knew how to braid. This is one of the other reasons that I needed help, because I cannot braid to save my life, and for sleek styles like this you want your hair to be really nice and flat, so my kamatana lines were not going to cut it here. So yeah, definitely in my bucket list at some point in this life that I live, I have got to teach myself how to braid. So I really just put for you guys sped up video of us being braided. I wanted to do it until the end just because I thought it was a bit satisfying. Then to grease my scalp, I used I used this oil from Nice and Lovely. I will have everything linked in the description box. Anything that I can find, I will link it. Now the interesting thing about this oil is it's also a heat protectant. I think it's new in the market, so we also used it for the length of the hair that we're going to use heat on, and I like it. It's really nice. I've used it for a couple of months now and I have no complaints about it. would recommend you try it out. Here is the braiding pattern that I used. Just wanted to make sure that I showed you guys really clearly so that you don't miss it. And then now all you have to do is clip the hair onto the head. Literally that simple. You don't have to spend time sewing it in like a sewing, but it will give you the same look. So as you can see, those combs that I did attach towards the end of the wigs, this is why you needed it extremely at the end. Then that way it clips right on there and it blends seamlessly with your hair. So as you can see, hadn't yet even straightened my hair, but you can already kind of start seeing the vision. Then all round, don't forget to secure the clips, because honey, we do not want any wigs escaping from our scalps. yeah, so now we go on to the heat portion of the hair. Again, this is another reason why I realized that I did need help doing this, because the flat iron that I have, I don't think it's really good. So I needed a good flat iron so that I can really get my hair to lay flat. And as you can see, Anita has the coolest flat iron I have ever seen. Ever. It has like the round brush as well as the flat iron in one. I did ask her where she got it from, and unfortunately she got it when she was traveling, so we don't have any links for it. But if you do see one like this in the market, I would highly recommend it, because it was really simple to use, because you could use the brush sort of like a blow dry, and then you go in with a flat iron. It was really nice. Also, the heat level was not high. We used a really low setting, so we were able to do multiple passes. Another thing that helped the hair blend with the wig really well was going back in and adding oil. So that same heat protectant oil that we were using to grease my scalp is the same oil that we used in the length of my hair as well. And as you can see, once that oil is added, it really blends with the wig completely. And then we went in with a second pass with the flat iron. I'm sure natural hair enthusiasts must be really butt clenching right now at the amount of times we've flat ironed the hair. But be cool. Right now, as I'm filming, or rather I'm recording this voiceover, my hair has already reverted, so I didn't get any heat damage. And yeah, as you can see, that is the final result right there. The wig has beautifully blended with my natural hair. Like, I was so stoked, and it made me feel a bit, like I was missing relaxers. So do not be too shocked if you see me in one. There's also the option of holding the hair back, which is what we were showing you guys right here. But other than that, I am in love, and I would highly recommend if you want to try something other than a sew-in. That is it for this week's video. Always remember to work hard and have good intentions, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.